To get the best results you want, knowing what not to eat on the keto diet is just as important as knowing what you should. Some high-carb foods obviously need to be avoided, such as sugar-sweetened beverages, cake, and candy. Yet, figuring out which staple foods to limit is more challenging. Some of these foods are even relatively healthy, just unsuitable for a low-carb diet due to their high number of carbs. This video is your ultimate guide to the top 10 foods to avoid on keto. We make videos on topics such as keto, weight loss and nutrition, so if you want to learn more about how you can be healthier and fitter, then like this video and subscribe to our channel. If you are looking for a personalized custom keto diet plan, with the option to swap your meals in case you don't like them, then click the link in the description below. On a ketogenic diet, your total daily carb target determines whether you need to limit some of these foods or avoid them altogether. Low-carb diets typically contain 20 to 50 grams of carbs per day, based on personal tolerance. Here are 10 foods to avoid or limit on a low-carb diet. Number 1. Grains. Cereal, crackers, rice, pasta, bread, and beer are high in carbohydrates. Even whole wheat pasta, and the new bean-based pastas are high in carbs. Consider alternatives like spiralized vegetables, or shirataki noodles, which are healthier low-carb options. Sugary breakfast cereals and healthy whole grain cereals are high in carbohydrates too, and should be avoided or minimized. Beer can be enjoyed in moderation on a low-carb diet. Dry wine and spirits are better options, but all alcohol should be very limited. Number 2. Starchy vegetables. Starchy vegetables contain more digestible carbohydrates than fiber, and should be limited on the ketogenic diet. If you're following a low-carb diet, your best choice is to avoid vegetables such as corn, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and beets. Number 3. Some fruits. On a keto diet, you should limit high-sugar fruits too, which spike your blood sugar more quickly than berries, and have more carbohydrates. On a low-carb diet, it's probably a good idea to avoid some fruits, such as bananas, raisins, dates, mango, and pears. Number 4. Sweetened yogurt. Yogurt is a tasty, versatile food. Although plain yogurt is fairly low in carbs, many people tend to eat fruit-flavored, sweetened low-fat, or non-fat yogurt. However, sweetened yogurt often contains as many carbs as a dessert. On a keto diet, you should stick to plain yogurt to limit added sugars. Greek yogurt is higher in protein and lower in carbohydrates compared to regular yogurt. Number 5. Juice. Juice is one of the worst beverages you can drink on a low-carb diet. Although it provides some nutrients, fruit juice is very high in fast-digesting carbs, which cause your blood sugar to increase rapidly. It's in your best interest to stick to water for beverage on a low-carb diet. Number 6. Low-fat salad dressings. A wide variety of salads can be enjoyed regularly on a low-carb diet. However, commercial dressings, especially low-fat and fat-free varieties, often end up adding more carbs than you might expect. Instead of a salad dressing, we recommend using a splash of vinegar and olive oil, which has been linked to improved heart health and weight loss. Number 7. Beans and legumes. Beans and legumes can provide many health benefits, including reduced inflammation and heart disease risk. Although high in fiber, they also contain a fair amount of carbs. Depending on personal tolerance, you may or may not be able to include small amounts of beans and legumes on a low-carb diet. Number 8. Honey or sugar in any form. You probably know that foods high in sugar, such as cookies, candy, and cake, are off limits on a low-carb diet. However, you may not realize that natural forms of sugar such as honey, and maple syrup can have as many carbs as white sugar. Moreover, these sweeteners provide little to no nutritional value. When carb intake is limited, it's especially important to choose nutritious, high-fiber carb sources. To sweeten foods or beverages without adding carbs, choose a healthy sweetener such as stevia, or monk fruit sweetener instead. Number 9. Chips and crackers. Avoid chips, crackers and other processed, grain-based snack foods, which are high in carbohydrates and low in fiber. Processed snack foods are typically consumed in large quantities within a short period of time. It's best to avoid them, especially if you're on a carb-restricted diet. Number 10. Gluten-free baked goods. Gluten-free does not equal carb-free. In fact, many gluten-free breads and muffins are as high in carbohydrates as traditional baked goods. They usually lack fiber too. Sticking to whole foods or using almond or coconut flour to make your own low-carb baked goods is a better strategy than consuming processed gluten-free foods. And now, a warning. The ketogenic diet has recently become very popular, and many food companies want to cash in by putting a ketogenic or low-carb label on a new product. These packaged products generally do not work well for weight loss, and for correcting metabolic issues. They may have hidden carbs not declared on the label, or they may keep you attached to cravings, and even addictions to the high-carb foods they attempt to replace. Read all labels carefully for natural low-carb ingredients. The fewer ingredients the better. Thanks for watching. If you found this video useful, then comment, like and subscribe as we regularly upload videos on keto and weight loss.